Hi, how are you? Here we are again. It's a day for a new moon. Bam, bam, bam. 8th of February 2016. Hope you're all doing really well. Everyone seems to be quiet again. Wonder what's going on in this wonderful universe of ours. I know for me and for many that I'm in contact with regularly, we're taking time for ourselves. We're trying to figure out where we're going. In actual fact, we know where we're going, and we're putting this plan, implementing our ideas and visions into action. And that is what I feel is happening. I mean, I've spent a tremendous amount of time on fixing my website, on investing time into my website, which is investing time into me, investing time into my children who have been sick. Both of them are being sick, and really understanding the where I'm at and where am I going. And I've mentioned before previously, we'll say that twice just to be sure, about foundations. Foundations, are we ready? Are we in a position to reunite? Take a good deep breath, open your eyes, look in the mirror and answer honestly, because I know that I'm not. Nowhere near. And this is a realistic approach. This is the 3D perspective of, are you ready for anything? If you're just living, you're surviving, you're just living month by month, where's your foundation? What is your foundation? And what I believe is that we've been taken to a point beyond where we've been before, and we have made conscious decisions about the journey that we're on, the path that we're on, and those people that we're going to leave behind, those people that no longer serve us, those people that are a negative influence, those people that are just there to drain our energy or to give us their energy, you know, those types of people. And we're the snowplow I've mentioned before, also we're snowplowing, but now we can see the clear road. Spring's come. Spring has certainly come here. We haven't even had winter, but we can see the horizon. We can see the sun rising or the sunset. We look up, we look around, we can see both. And where we're going is quite clear to see. We're stepping up into mission. We're stepping up into solo missions. And those solo missions are about, and I've said this before, reuniting with our beloved is part of the mission. I believe those that are now entering into the phase of stepping into mission, that are actually being proactive in the work that they're doing in service, not in profit, in service. There's a big difference. Those that are in service and those that are contributing and giving back to humanity, in whichever way, shape or form, without the greed and gluttony associated with it, these are part and parcel of the beginning of the foundation. So I mentioned to a friend of mine yesterday, this is the end of a chapter. It's not the end of a chapter, it's the end of a book. And we're writing a new book. We're creating a new book. We're creating something from new. And a very dear soul sister of mine sent me a notebook for Christmas, and I still haven't started using it yet. And there's a reason for that, I'm sure. I haven't written in any journal for a month. So the work that I'm doing with myself, for myself, is not 5D stuff, it's 3D stuff. It's getting my life sorted in a way where I've set the bed of gravel down as the base of the foundation, or whatever we want to call it. And yes, I start to do a radio show next week. I've redesigned my website to be more more focused, more interactive, and more interesting. And I'm also talking to other people about writing. I'm considering writing a book. I've been doing that for decades. I don't believe the words are ready to come out yet, but I'm now investing a lot of time in writing for others through agencies, not in respect of content, but stuff for blogs and stuff for articles, basically 3DBS, creating images for other people. Really just to use my words in a way that I know how to reach other people. My spiritual path is my spiritual path. I have to live in this world and society. And for a single father, it's hard, the same as it is for a single mother, because I don't have any support. I rely on donations and the work that I do in the community to help me go past, survive, to live. And it's tough, but it's okay. I don't stress about money anymore. I used to. I don't stress about how we're going to pay the bills until they knock on the door to say we're coming to cut you off. Then I managed to get myself a stay of execution. It's this type of thing is survival, and I don't believe this journey is about survival. We're at a point, and I can say that I'm at probably the lowest point of my life this last year and a half. But I see the ascension. I see I'm rising. My mindset is different. So this lowest point is the lowest point in respect of a physical and, let's say, attachment type of thing, where you believe you've lost everything. When you believe you've lost everything, you've actually gained everything, which is yourself. And I see this rise in direction, this change in direction is a clear direction in where I'm going. And working with others is this direction. It's very tough because I have kids that need, want, desire, and a lot of time recently we've had a lot of issues with regard to my daughter missing her mother and how she doesn't know where she wants to live anymore. And this is part and parcel of being a father and a parent, but a parent also with separated by thousands and thousands of miles in different continents. And it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't part of my soul journey, or part of our soul journey. And it's trying to, having managed to successfully convince my 18-year-old that the universe is okay. Now I'm trying to convince my youngest, Amy, that the way we're living is okay and everything is going to be better. And everything will be better, because I know that I can see and I feel this new energy, and it's all based upon new. And this is the reason why I say it's the end of a book. And we are opening a new empty notebook, journal, whatever we want to call it. And today's a perfect day because it's a new moon, so perhaps this is when I will start writing in my journal. We're starting afresh. We've learned what we need to learn. We've remembered what we need to remember. Now we have to put it into action. We have an opportunity we've effectively reborn. And now we have the opportunity to begin to put these foundations in place. The foundations are crucial. And these foundations are all based upon new, because you can't mix the old and the new together. It just doesn't work. I've tried it a few times. It just doesn't work. It just crumbles and falls apart. And I know that many others have tried this also. So the underlying message from me is that I believe that we are now creating these foundations. We're detaching from our beloved. We're totally not interested in what is going on in that part of our life, whether it's in reality or in the higher realms. We're not too concerned. because we have this newfound faith. We feel this positive shift. We feel the energies that have changed. We see our soul family all in the same situation. And I do believe that we are at the point of where, as one would say, we fully surrendered the outcome to the universe. And we just don't give two shits anymore about the reunion in the physical realm. Because we know that we are one. And we know that we will always be together. It's this hang up on the physical reunion. You know, I've made some decisions about how and what I will do over the next few months with regard to contact, and I don't want it, really don't want it. So I've made a conscious decision that I've drawn a line in the sand, and I've acknowledged and recognized that I have been the initiator of all communication. I have been the initiator of all contact. Now it's time for me to stop. I've reclaimed that energy, and I'm investing that energy into me, myself, and I. And then to my girls. Because as I've said before, without me, there is nothing. There's nothing in my life or in my world without me. And I need to be whole. In physical. So I'm gaining this strength and this confidence, and this newfound energy is helping me go through, and seeing my soul family members and other people that I know going through similar situations. This is indicative of where we're at. I don't want to put anything into a box, because this whole journey is not about being in a box. This whole journey is about being free. Free from all of that bullshit. All of that, it must be like this, it's got to be like that, if it's not like this, it can't be that. It's all nonsense. You and I are unique. Our souls are unique. Our soul journey is unique. And whatever we're feeling and whatever we're experiencing is unique to us. There are similarities, and there are cases where we are all feeling similar things, but everyone's journey is unique. So when you've got someone like Mel Brand or Jen McCarthy or Sherry and Lee, or all of these gurus or proclaimed gurus, that it must be like this, that is the biggest crock of shit I've heard under the sun. And yes, I do mean to name these people, because these people are preaching that it must be this way, when it doesn't have to be any way at all. It's how you choose your life to be. You're claiming your power, and you're claiming your soul, and you're creating your journey back to one, not their journey back to one. And that's the reality of the situation, and that's my higher self speaking, because I'm tired of listening, reading and watching soul family members being convinced that it has to be another way, being convinced that if they don't do this way, it's never going to happen, being convinced that you must spend hundreds of dollars on extra therapy, on remote healing therapy or counseling therapy, and all this crock of shit. Why? Because you are responsible. You are capable of doing this work on your own. And I may be doing myself a disservice by mentioning these names. I don't particularly care. I care about you guys that are being led astray. Am I a shepherd or am I a sheep? I'm certainly not a sheep, and never have been and never will be. I will listen and heed advice, and will always watch from a distance and observe. But some of the reasons I've written the Ramblings of a Light Warrior and other articles about speaking truth and being in truth is because of what I see from a distance, and how I see people being manipulated, and led astray. For the sake of what? You are free to do exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, in whichever way, shape or form that you choose to do it. When I'm speaking to clients, and yes, I will speak about my work now, I don't preach. I talk about you. I talk about what you're feeling, what you're going through, what your mind is saying, what your soul is saying, and allowing you to see it in a way that you can understand it. I come to your level because we are on the same frequency, we are on the same bandwidth, we are, as one person is helping another person, we are there, in my opinion, as a counselor, as an advisor, as whatever. I hate labels. As someone that you've asked to help, I need to be at your level. I need to understand what's going through your mind and through your daily life, and give you tools and give you guidance on what I would do. And that's what I share with my clients. I suggest meditations, I suggest everything that's helped me get to where I am. And I've done this on my own. I've spent a little bit of money on getting some advice and guidance from 2 particular people. But that's it. Everything else I've done through researching, understanding me. Because it doesn't matter what anybody else says. Before you can go forward and before you can step up, you need to understand who you are. And that's the nuts and bolts of it all. You are the master of your own destiny. You are the creator of your future. You are the creator of what you've lived. Nobody else. So it doesn't matter what Mel, Jen, Sherry and Lise and Philippa, Patricia and all of these other gurus, Blu-ray twins, spiritual channels, messengers, whatever. Without you, nothing is possible. Without you, nothing can be achieved. So understand who you are. Understand what you're doing and understand how you have lived your life today until today is affected by your past in this lifetime and your past lives. And that's your basis, that's your sounding board. And as I say to people that are having counseling sessions, there's so much you can do in 5D. There's so much you can do with your physical body. If you don't touch your psyche or your psychology or the issues that have scarred you through your life, this life, nothing, absolutely nothing from a spiritual perspective or a bodily perspective is going to change it. Because it requires you. The brain is the thing that you control. End of story. That's it. You are in control of the brain. Only you have felt these things on a physical level. Only you have done these things on a physical level. That's what you need to understand. When you begin to understand what you've done this life, you will open the door in your subconscious mind and the rest will come flowing through. So it is about flowing through. Spirit can flow through you. Energy can flow through you. Your mind and your subconscious mind also needs to flow through you. But when you block these things in your mind, you're preventing that energy flow. And therefore the 3, mind, body and soul, cannot intertwine. Wow. There you go. Today is a new moon. Today is a wonderful opportunity to start that new book. Empty. Chapter 1. It's time to step up. It's time to begin to understand who you are, not what other people say you are, or not what other people tell you it should be. You can create everything. You are your own God. You are your own Buddha. You are your own Allah, and whatever other ascended masters that there are. You are it. So become it. I am. We are. You are. Because you are. Change the way that you think and process information. Think about who you are and where you would like to be. And when you lift these veils of illusion that are around social media, that are around media, you can see it in your own doorstep about local media, what's real and what's not real. But what does it serve you? The only thing that happens to be real is you. You are truth. You are the only person in this planet that can interpret truth the way that you do. And only you know what's going on around you, because that's all that matters, what's going on around you and in your little inner circle, your inner microcosmos. And this is the message that I will begin to teach next week for as long as I have to. That's my service, because it's time for the truth to be told. You cannot put this journey in a box. You cannot put this path in a box. It's an open box. Love outside of the box. These gurus are trying to tell you that it needs to be this way, when it doesn't. And if you align yourself with what they say, this is yours to own. It's not mine to own. I see what I see. I feel what I feel. I know where I am today because I don't listen to that crap or that nonsense. I know where I am. I'm not influenced by them. I'm influenced by me. And that's all I need. And the help I give others, they're not influenced by me. They are empowered to be influenced by themselves. And that is a very big difference. Self-empowerment is the most powerful tool that you can create to empower yourself, which is claiming your own power, which is stepping into your light, which is claiming back your energy that you're giving unnecessarily. And that's when you have self-empowerment. And with that empowerment, your energy levels grow because you're full of energy. You're full of your own positivity and you're not giving it to anyone. Then your veils will be lifted of what is real, because you are real. You are love. You are worthy. You are. So, maybe go and buy a new notebook or a notepad. It's the 8th of February 2016. I wish you well. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, week. Until the next time.